Was that an explosion? What a tense week we had here at the marina in Valencia. We decided to leave the marina towards Ibiza to start our season. So first thing was to provision Joy with as much food as we could get, so we would not need to stop on the islands to stock up. It is just great that they deliver everything all the way to the boat, so we took advantage of it. Finding space on Joy for everything was a hard work, but after a few hours we got everything organized. So we're getting ready for the summertime, and one of the things that we do is we store away all our winter clothes in those bags. This saves a lot of space. We wash everything, and whenever winter comes, it's very easy. You just open this thing and the clothes are, are smelling good, just like we had just washed. So it's a good thing that we have done. It's one of the tasks that we have been doing for the past week, is store everything away. It's just heavy, but it's so compact now, and we go over there and put in the bilge. We were totally focused on the organization and storage that we ended up not even paying attention to what was going on outside. All right. All jackets stored. Was that an explosion? Yes, it was an explosion, and not very far from where we were in the marina. A San Lorenzo 88 feet, almost new yacht had a lithium battery explode. And we looked out there and it was white smoke coming out of it. This is a yacht that had come into the marina after a 2-day crossing from France. Their IS signal was still transmitting. Pesa was the name of the yacht, with the estimate cost of around 8 million euros, was in flames. Used for chartering at the Balearic Islands with a cost of around 80 to 100,000 euros a week, was facing some serious issues. On top of it, the yacht had just filled up with about 8,000 liters of fuel at the gas station right next to it. In only 10 minutes, the flames totally took Pesa. The boats that were next to it were quickly removed and did not have any damage. The firefighters could not control the flames and were afraid that a big explosion could happen at any time. I believe as the fire could not be contained, they proceeded with this big vessel that started to throw lots of water, which caused the boat to eventually sink in its slot. It is just sad to see a boat go down like this. No one was injured in the accident, which resulted on Pesa's being sunk.
Olha isso, são 7h15 da noite, o barco tá ali, ó, metade afundado e ainda tem fogo no negócio. Detonou tudo. Que dó.
A lot of people don't like to do that, go up in the mast, but it is super necessary, especially whenever you are out there in the ocean. You gotta check everything is okay, no shapings on the halyards. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And another, while at the top of the mast, we'll be applying this fix that hopefully will result in the total elimination of the roaring noise we experienced in our cabin. I believe you may remember that from our previous episodes. This was a tip from a fellow friend, owner of a Lagoon 46, that also had some sleepless night at anchor. So here it is what we will do. I will fix the cable on the side stays and roll around in order to try to stop the vibration from this black tube that you see here that vibrates when the wind comes from in front of the boat at anchor. This was the first time Patricia helped me go up the mast. Don't know which one of us was more nervous.
Sobe mais pouquinho. Tá. Yeah.
While I was up there, as I mentioned, I checked all of the rigging and tried to clean a little some of the dust that we had on the mast. Before tying a knot at the side stays.
Vai passando por trás, ó. Não, pro outro lado. Pro outro lado. Pro outro lado.
Everything okay there? Wanna bring me down? All right. Now my life was in your hands. Thank you so much. Was it dirty over there, the mast? Look at this. Nasty, huh? The line is totally fixed up there, so we're gonna go around the stay all the way down here. And I think this is gonna do for the roaring noise that we had for so long in our mast. So let's see if it resolves.
que eu te ajudo, tá?
Opa! So we're fast forwarding to the future, and as you guys can see here, 30 knots of wind head on, and let's go over there here in the cabin. We do not hear any roaring noise anymore that was coming from here. So problem solved. "3:31 a.m. and it's time to leave. We're gonna leave Valencia towards Ibiza, and that's how it starts our new season." It does not matter to me how many nautical miles I have sailed in the past. The start of a new season after a long winter in a marina without much sailing makes me very anxious. And it feels almost like I'm untying the lines for the first time. We chose to leave at 4 a.m. so we could sail just a few hours at night and arrive in Ibiza at anchor during the day. As we left the channel in Valencia, we felt the joy rock back and forth from one side to the other. We had our engines on, and the combination of ocean movement with diesel smell in the air on an empty stomach and very nervous that we were sailing again, I started to feel seasick. Last season, sailing almost 2,000 nautical miles, I hardly felt seasick, but today was different, and it was going to test me. Patricia, on the other hand, was feeling great and encouraging me to rest to get better. Only at halfway to Ibiza, the wind picked up and we were able to turn the engines off and sail the rest of the way. Unfortunately, I was not getting better, and I was not able to eat anything or even hold down the medicine I tried to take. I have always heard that even very seasoned sailors do get seasick at times, especially when away from the ocean for an extended period of time. In my case, I definitely lost my sea legs somewhere in Valencia during the winter time. I felt sick 17 times during this passage before we were able to see Ibiza at the horizon. And of course, those beautiful whales that came by to say hello.
Olha, não é golfinho. É outro bichinho. Ai, que bonitinho!
We safely arrived in Ibiza after sailing for 14 hours and dropped anchor in a bay at the city of San Antonio. Now, only 10 months ago, Patricia embarked on Joy with very little sailing experience. And today she sailed us to safety in Ibiza as I was throwing up my guts out. Sailing proved once again to be a team-playing activity that strengthens the bond between people. We are so happy and fortunate to be able to live this experience and share it with all of you here on Sailing Joy. Thanks for being with us, and see you guys on the next